Why do you want power so bad? And me trying to start this video. Why do you want power? I was gonna do this thing where I was like, can I ask you a question? Like, that's so corny. But why do we want power so bad? And like, what is power? Because I think power is purely just, when we talk about we want power, it's power over other people. You know, why do we want that? Why do we seek out? Why do we try to get power? Why do we try to get other people to consider us important, powerful, morally correct? Like, why is that? I know there's it's a human sort of primal need to want connection and to want peace in that connection. But I think we're like so caught up in trying to get that power. And I was thinking about this yesterday, about what we're actually saying about ourselves in that pursuit for power. It can be anything. It can be wanting power over someone, wanting them to see, my hair's crazy, wanting them to see you as attractive, wanting them to see you as wealthy, important, better than. It's all just so like, why? Why are you doing that? For many reasons. I think we do that because we want to be immortal, basically. We want our lives to be more meaningful than, in comparison to others. But I don't think we actually get to the root of that why. I think we just let it end there and we say, oh, well, I have to post this on social media because people have to see me and they have to consider me attractive so that I can have power over them and I can play this power game and they can pursue me. Or maybe for guys, it's like, I want physical power. But why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you participating in a game where people are being attracted to you for things that aren't inherently you? Like, you're going out and maybe trying to be someone else. I think the act of trying in and of itself, trying to reach a external, trying to be an attractive person, that's a great goal, because it's your personal health and you want to live a longer life so that you can experience more joy and just have more experiences, because I think it's beautiful to have more experiences. But it's like, why are it's like, you're gonna get exactly what you are looking to attract if you put that energy out there. And then also, I think the title of this video is You Give Up Your Power by Trying to Get It. Yeah. What are you actually looking for? What's the feeling you're actually looking for in all of these endeavors, in this game you're playing? It's for someone to tell you, it's for someone to see you the way that you want to be seen. Right? And it's like, when do we feel powerful? Oh, when someone sees us as, I guess, important. Maybe I don't have the answer yet, but I do think the act of going and trying to get power is why are you doing it? You have so much inside of you already. You have so much power, but really it's in the form of love or individuality or just your essence. All that you are makes you powerful, yet you're focusing on ways that you can trust other people's view of the world and go seem powerful to them to just get validation. It's like, what are we doing? Yeah. Are we so, I think a lot of times we can take all of the context we know as ourselves. We're with ourselves every minute of the day. So it makes sense maybe that someone who is attractive to the eye or has, that's what it is. They have something that we think we want because we're so familiar with ourselves that we lose the gratitude. But it's okay, fair enough. You can make that point. But what does actually going after that do for you? It just, I would contend it just brings on more negative feelings because you realize I'm never going to be this person. And what you also realize maybe is this person isn't the god or idol I made them up to be. So then maybe you just try it with a new person in hopes that like this objectively insane endeavor will be fruitful somehow. It's like you have so much power within you, but only when you don't consider it power, maybe. I do this sometimes where I'm like not sure if what I'm saying makes sense. So I'm like, let me pause the video and start over. It's like, no, it's okay to not make sense. I don't want power over you. I just want to express my thoughts. Yeah. It's just so like, and you know, in the moment, maybe it's difficult because we do it so unconsciously. But I think that's it. By going and searching for something outside of you, you're just disrespecting all that is inside of you. Like there's so much power inside of you, and all you have to do to accomplish it or actualize it is just be you and just not let external things affect you. Like who's more powerful, the business mogul that has billions of dollars, but at every turn they're looking and making sure people see they have all this money, or like or like that's what it is. If you have something and you're always checking your shoulder, like that's the point I think I'm trying to make is when you think you have power over people, it's seldom that you just sit in that and let it exist. It's like the act of pursuing it means you're always checking your shoulder and making sure people are looking at you in the right way. So what happens when they don't? Why would you put all of your value in the hands of others when you are so valuable? And I know it's really difficult maybe sometimes to see your own value, but it's really worth it to like work on that first, because then you're actually going to, like once you see your own value, I think you're going to attract people who also see that value, and then it's going to be more peaceful than it is like people playing games. And then it's also like, I don't know, think of all the powerful people you know, like their lives are in the public spectrum, and if they like, I think of Marcus Aurelius, who was this really powerful emperor but didn't want it. I think the most powerful people are the people who aren't concerned with power, because then you can't control them. Because the power exchange goes both ways. Like if someone has power over you, you also are conscious that they have that power over you. You're also conscious that you're playing a part in that. Like imagine someone in your town is like the richest person in your town, and they really care about that, and they continue pursuing wealth and status, and everyone knows that. People might be kind to their face, but deep down they're holding resentment. If they're playing the game, they're holding resentment that like, man, and then once something bad happens to that person, like, and they lose all that, it's like, oh, who's actually there? You know, so that's why I think, as obscure and mysterious as it may be, I think of like a Buddhist monk just sitting there. They have so much power because they don't need anything from anyone. They don't need a single thing from anyone. And I think and it's not like to fully be powerful, you have to not even be concerned with pursuing power. And maybe that's the thing with everything. Like to be truly loved, you have to not be concerned with being loved. To be truly, to be truly happy, you have to not be concerned with being happy. You just have to hold gratitude because like we're so lucky. I believe this made sense, but I think it's a really important message. If I could summarize, I would just say like there's so much power inside of you, and when you look for it in any other person, if you find yourself checking your shoulder, literally, figuratively, for people to agree with you or to agree with for people to agree with your self-image, I think it's worth doing work and making sure that you know, because you're going to rely on it and it's going to cause pain. And there's no other way except for understanding that your power is in your acceptance of the world and not needing anyone from anything. That's the only way to be truly powerful. I don't know.